Hello there. Welcome. My name is Dr. AJ Austin. I'm founder of the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, where I train Black women of faith to become certified life coaches online in one day. Yes, you can do it. We have over 182 certified life coaches to prove it. Welcome. I'm trying to see what you see. You see my book collection in the back. Let me turn you this way so you can see my little fake background here. Here we go. Hey, y'all. Happy to be back here with you. If you're new here, say hello. This is an extended version of our meet and greet I've been doing in our complimentary Christian coaching community over at www.futurebblacklifecoaches.com, where we have about 600-ish future Black life coaches, and I'm about to start banning anybody that don't want to become a future Black life coach. I don't care that you are already certified. If you're requesting to be in my group, that means you're trying to come get trained with me. We're going to talk more about that on Saturday, July 30th, 2022, from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Put it on your calendar. FutureBlackLifeCoaches.com if you're not already in our Facebook group. Like if you listen to this on our Black Life Coach TV YouTube channel or on Black Life Coach Radio, head over to FutureBlackLifeCoaches.com. Come activate your VIP membership and join us. Complimentary on me. I'm covering the tab, okay? Today, while I'm here with you live, hold on, y'all, because I be on Facebook, I be on TikTok, I be on YouTube. I've been busy today. So I'm jumping in here, trying to make sure that I'm on my own page. Excuse me. So welcome. I'm going to log in on my second phone. I already know how it goes. There we go. So it's working. I did not want to forget about you guys today. I did want to come and say hello. So when you come in, say hello. I'm glad replay viewers are here. I love when y'all tell me that you go watch the replay and you tag me in it. Okay. So let's get down to business because I know we'll have some replay viewers. We'll have some live people jump on and off, and I'll try to catch your comments. I'm still working out tech type stuff, trying to decide how we're going to set it up for Saturday. We're more than likely, I'll definitely be on Zoom, but I'm trying to decide if I'm going to bring y'all on there with me just in case Facebook ain't trying to act right. Okay. Let's start talking about what coaching is. A lot of people don't know I've done tons of videos. I did not know I have over 600 YouTube videos. I have been in and out of these internet streets since 2015 when an intern cornered me after an event and forced me to download the Periscope app. Y'all remember Periscope? She put it on my phone. She's like, you got to let more people know about what you speak on. Here's how to do it. Here's the app. I went home. I figured it out. I did a Periscope that day. And I really never looked back. I might have taken several breaks. But here we are, 600 plus videos later. I loved when Facebook Live came because it took me from talking to complete strangers on Periscope to me talking to people that I kind of know, like y'all here on Facebook. I felt like it was more of a personal connection. Hello, Bridget. How are you? Y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know that you can see me, you can hear me. And if you got a question, you can throw it in there. I know my times for now are random, but you're welcome. I'm glad y'all get to jump in when you do. So I share that because I've been talking for years about what coaching is, what it's not, the difference between coaching and counseling, how I got into coaching. So I got certified in 2013 as a personal life coach. And then I did it was a 2-day intensive. And I remember taking all of my coach's books and DVDs and CDs home and studying like it was nobody's business. I went to so many seminars and webinars and master classes and workshops and teleconferences on freeconferencecall.com. Y'all know about free conference call, girl. We got like 500 calls on that too. Child, I've been in these streets learning for y'all. So about 3 years after I got certified, I was invited to come train and certify coaches for the same company that trained and certified me. And I did that from 2016 to 2019. And then that partnership wrapped up, and I launched out on my own thanks to the requests and, well, shall I say demands. I didn't even have requests. People were like, yeah, so you got this, right? Because just because that company went away, you can't stop what you're doing. You can't stop teaching. Like, you're going to keep going, right? And it was from guys. That's the funny part. They were like, we've seen you in action. What you mean? You don't know what you're going to do now. What you mean? You facing homelessness again? Like, that don't even make sense. We've watched you grow your brand over the years. Certified 111 coaches live in person here in Atlanta. We do not have in-person training at this moment. I do miss it, so we may get it back. They're talking about it in my private Facebook group of certified coaches who have come to train with me. Somebody literally just posted in our group, so what do you say about an in-person event? And I'm like, woo, child, is Corona gone? Because y'all act like it ain't never been here. I ain't trying to bring it back to the highs. I'm good on that. So anyway, right now everything is online. It's a self-study system. That's what we call it. It's an independent study course where I train Black Christian women to become certified life coaches online in one day, using the same technique and training style that I taught from 2016 to 2019, using my own stories, my own content, my own knowledge, my own experience, and the success that I've had with those 110 coaches. Did I say 111 earlier? 110. We started at 111 online exactly 29 months ago. I feel like I'm talking about a baby. How y'all be like, my baby is 38 weeks. We be like, how old is that really? So my baby company is 29 months old. We just passed the 6 figures mark, and I work very, very part-time. But when I do work, I love it. Like today, I'm sitting here getting our presentation together. I usually do a 5-day event. We're doing it in just 90 minutes on Saturday, July 30th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be hanging out to 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to go through what it takes to become a professionally trained, skilled Black woman Christian certified life coach. And I've been sitting here playing around with our presentation and what I'm going to share with you guys. I had to take a lot of information out because we will not have time to cover what I usually dive into. Hello, Amanda Campbell. How are you? So, I have videos online about what coaching is, but I took notes for you guys as well in my what I call my Christian coaching content calendar. So coaching, the term in and of itself is a verb. You know, it's something that requires some action behind it. Let me tell you. So coaching means to instruct, to educate, to hone, like hone in. It means to lay it out or prepare. It means to school or to teach, to train, to tutor, to pull one's coat, to lick into shape, and to put through the grind. So that's Webster's definition. If I had to take maybe just one or two of those words out, it would be to hone, like when you hone in on something. So in our live yesterday, I mentioned how in my book, The Black Life Coach, if you haven't read it, it comes complimentary in my coaching course over at blacklifecoachcertification.com. And I quote myself, the great Dr. A.J. Austin, when I say coaching partners with potential, and it also helps your clients with things that would otherwise lie dormant. So like their goals, their dreams, their what they want to be when they grow up. You're going to help activate that, hone in on what that one thing is or what that one skill is they want to get better at. And you help them to focus in on that. And then you help them by combining everything I just shared with the definition of what coaching is. And you show them what it looks like to have someone walk with them through that process to reach that goal. A lot of people get into coaching thinking that it is telling someone what to do or what not to do or being motherly or preachy or teachy. It's not. This term coaching is defined in Webster by combining like a high school basketball coach, football coach. Life coaching is a fairly new term and industry. We were discovered as an industry in the late 80s, early 90s. Thomas J. Leonard, he is a he was a good-looking white man. He is no longer with us. He passed away at 47 years old. He is credited for founding the life coaching industry, or being the father of life coaching, if you will. And so he showed us what it looks like to not only help coach others, but to do what we call self-coach, where we are starting with things like self-care in our own life. We're healing as we help. And we talked a little bit about that on yesterday. And so that gets us into the myths and the misconceptions, aka lies, about life coaching, because there are a lot of myths, a lot of misconceptions, a lot of misinformation, and a lot of misunderstanding. And what I mean by that is you'll hear some stuff that's just absolutely made up off the top of people's head. You'll hear some things that, and that's the myth part, you'll hear the misconceptions of people thinking that coaching is counseling. You'll hear misinformation because a lot of people are doing things like what you're doing, watching a live and going and giving their take on it. But if they have not been certified, or if they're not actively coaching, or if they haven't been in the coaching industry in years or for themselves at all, hello, Tammy Eccles, how are you? Then they will give a lot of misinformation. And so I don't know about y'all, but growing up in church, I was taught by my pastor to always go to God for yourself. That's how I look at life coaching. Go to certification for yourself. Go study what's been written. There are literal textbooks. Mine is one of them. This is listed on Amazon as a textbook for future Black life coaches. 150 plus pages. There are 2 other textbooks that I read getting into life coaching. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Yonisha. I think Siri thought I was calling her. Hold on. I wasn't. I was speaking to Sherry. Hey, girl. Hey, Yantricia. How are you? So, y'all say hello when you come in. Let me know you're watching. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Because, again, there are myths, misconceptions, misinformations, and simply misunderstandings. I'm trying to think of a misunderstanding that I've heard recently in the life coaching industry. I think people misunderstand. Let's start with if you guys have ever done research on life coaching, there's several organizations that'll pop up, but there's one leading organization that's really good at marketing, and everybody think they have to go through that company to get trained to be considered, like the standard. And that's not true. So that's the misunderstanding. You have to understand what coaching is. You have to understand the industry. You need to understand that accreditation is not a part of life coaching. That's a part of colleges and university. So when people say, we have an accredited course, they do not. You got to come to class on Saturday so I can break it down for you, okay? If you head over to blacklifecoachcertification.com and you scroll to the bottom through our Q&A, I break down what accreditation really is, what it looks like, and the literal piece of paper that it's a whole thing. I got it from my university to show you guys, but it does not exist in the life coaching industry. But again, you wouldn't understand that if you haven't studied the industry. So I'm here to bring you the knowledge, the truth, and ethics. I'm not going to tell you just anything to make money. Because when you come train with me, it's deeper than just give me your money and I'm gone. Nope, I'm in your inbox. How's it going? How's training? What questions do you have? What resources do you need? Here's how to take your next step. Like, I am with you step by step. So let me break down a few other myths, misconceptions, misinformations, misunderstandings, aka lies about life coaching. People think it's like therapy or similar to counseling. So I know when I have told people that I'm a life coach, they say, oh, so I can tell you my problems. Yeah, no, you tell your counselor your problems. You tell me your goals, and I help you hit those goals by holding you accountable. That's what a coach does. Some people, especially your family and friends, who, again, only know about the misinformation that's out there. They'll say, oh, it's not a real job. How you know? Have you ever coached? Have you ever charged somebody as a coach? So they're going by word on the street, what they've heard, what they think they've heard, what they think they know, and they don't know. If you've never sat in a life coach certification training process, you have no idea what goes on in that training. If you've never had to set prices for helping someone coach through their goals and dreams in life as a coach, You have no idea. If you've only experimented with entrepreneurship through any other business outside of coaching, you have no idea what life coaching is. I don't care if you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who tried coaching one time and it didn't work for them. Just like anything, including a job you can wake up and go to 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Work is different for everybody depending on what you put in it. Even at your 9 to 5, if you don't put in a certain amount of work, they're going to let you go. So why would your business hang on if, you ain't putting in, So you can't listen to other people saying what's not going to work for you because they don't know. If I would listen to that statistic, I wouldn't be among the 1% within our industry. Because the sad part is some people do come get certified and trained with us. Hello, Erlene, how are you? And then I've seen people go get trained other places. But the common statistic is that 70% of Black entrepreneurs make less than $25,000 a year. So they'll come get trained but sit on the knowledge or sit on the information. They're not working their own coaching company. So of course, they're not going to be in the top percent of the earners. They're going to stay under that 25% mark, and that is very low income. So another lie about life coaching is that some people think that without a certification, without having been trained, that they still have already been coaching. Some people have told me that recently in their inbox because they see what investment is required to become a coach. Time-wise, attention-wise, bandwidth-wise, money-wise, mental space-wise. And they say, oh, well, I already do that anyway. You don't. I guarantee you do not. You cannot show up as a certified coach if you've never been certified. If you've never been through this certification process, how can you call yourself a coach? I know in the Black church, they ain't going to let you really hit that pulpit if you ain't studied to show thyself approved. Coaching is the same way. So it wouldn't be fair to let anyone operate in any position they have not studied for. And your life does not count as you studying for coaching because that ain't coaching, sis. If you tune in to any of the lives I've been doing for the last week or so, you kind of got a better idea of what coaching is. If not, you definitely need to make sure that you have reserved your space over at futurebblacklifecoaches.com. If you're here with us live, it's in our group. You can just click RSVP. I reached out to those who have registered today. So you got a message and a bonus from me in your inbox here on Messenger. If you have not RSVP'd, get your spot because I know we cap out at 100. I would love to see 100 of you guys on there. I would love to have a waiting room of you guys there. So let me know that you're coming because we have some more bonuses planned throughout the week. So I want to make sure they reach the goodie inbox as well. So coaching is not like therapy. It's not like counseling. It's going to be what you make it, whether you work it or not. It can replace your current income. It can add to your income streams as an additional revenue source. But it's all according to how you want to work it. And you're not already coaching if you haven't sat through a certification process. You may not want to hear that, but I said it. I said what I said. Nene leaks, okay? Some people think that they can use coaching on their kids. And while when you get really good at it, when you really know what coaching is and how to take what you've been through and turn it into questions and help guide others toward their goals, you can incorporate it with parenting, but it's not to be used on anyone as like a disciplinary tool or like a mind trick. I forgot what they call that. But you do not want to try to use coaching as like a manipulation tactic or no. There's a way that you can incorporate coaching into your relationships, your friendships, your parenting, etc. But you want to do it in integrity and with wisdom. The Bible says he who wins souls is wise. So you have to be wise with how you incorporate these techniques because we are Black women Christian certified life coaches. Many of you are future Black women Christian certified life coaches. So that means we have to do things in decency and in order with integrity. We're held to a different code of conduct. We even make a pledge in my certification where we have a Christian code of conduct, a Christian coaching code of conduct, where you understand This is a powerful tool to have in your toolbox. It's not just about coming to get a piece of paper. You're learning a life-changing skill. Coaching changed my life more than once, and that's why I'm here. So when you learn how to really coach and help others get results, like the great brother Zig Ziglar said, when you help enough people get what they want, then you'll get what you want. You don't have to use it as a manipulation tactic, a scare tactic, etc. Okay? Some people think that when they get certified that clients are going to flock to them. That is 1,000,000% not true. That's just a flat out lie. Clients don't flock to you because, number one, they don't know about you yet. So we have about 600 of you guys in our Future Black Life Coaches Facebook group. Many have started conversations with me in the inbox or vice versa. Many have also reached back out to say that they were already certified. But also, many are not making money as certified coaches because they're not putting themselves out there. So they're hoping they can come join my group, get some tactics on how to go find clients. But I don't talk about stuff like this in this group. This is only about how to become a professionally trained, skilled, qualified Black woman Christian certified life coach. In the training, I teach you how to confidently convert those coaching conversations to clients, cash, checks, and credit cards. So if you didn't get it in the certification you already been through, either go back through your learning materials with them to revisit it, or come get trained with us. Those are alternatives, you know. Another lie, another misconception, another mistruth is that coaching is saturated. Life is saturated. Whatever you're currently doing right now is saturated. There's always going to be more than one of you doing something. Parenting is saturated. Church is saturated. School is saturated. Your workplace is saturated. Everywhere you go is saturated. To me, saturation just means there's more than one person showing up doing it. And that's not a bad thing, because if you were the only one showing up doing it, it means it ain't working. On record, at last count, there were over 50,000 registered coaches. Those are the ones who have come out as coaches to tell people that they're a coach. And they're charging for it. They're helping people get results, and they're building their business from it. We don't know how many there are now, especially those who are just calling themselves coaches without a certification. So I say that because there is going to be someone who is involved in some aspect of coaching wherever you turn, especially here online in these internet and social media streets. There are all types of life coaches, relationship coaches, health coaches, you name it. I actually give a list of 88 different specializations in our one-day Black woman Christian life coach certification self-study system for you to choose from. It's not about it being saturated. I give you the option to choose what type of coach you want to be. In addition to being a general life coach, anybody can be a general life coach, but you have a certain skill set that came with your life experience, your background, your education, your job, your volunteering, your church, your community. You have a certain skill that's going to be specialized and highly sought after. There are going to be other people who do what you do, but I teach you how to dominate in that field. There are people who train coaches, but I train Black women of the Christian faith how to confidently convert coaching conversations to clients, cash, checks, and credit cards consistently. Okay? A lot of C's, but that's what I do. That's not saturation. That's domination. So I dominate in this area, and we equip our coaches for how to do that too. So if you're looking to be a regular coach, if you just want to say you're certified, then yeah, you can go take any training. But if you want to stand boldly in your faith as a woman of God, if you want to attract other Christians to you, if you want them to feel comfortable in your space because you talk about church stuff, Jesus, the Word, the blood, the Holy Spirit, the Bible, God, the Holy Trinity, shouting, speaking in tongues. What am I missing? Anointing testimony, y'all know our church vocabulary, okay? We might need to do a vocabulary game where we just call out church stuff and everybody with a church background know us. Clients with that same background and those same values and beliefs value your values and beliefs, your education, your knowledge, your skills and experience in this space. That's why I show up with dominance, because the Bible, first of all, God has given us dominion over the earth, okay? So you got to stand in that dominion, even as a life coach. And second, you got to know that your skill and your story, your skin, your struggle, your success is going to resonate with those who need it. That's why I can show up on a live with one person. I can be here with 0 people. And I would still share what God has laid on my heart, because I know somebody is going to see it. And my job for that day is done. You know, I can say, okay, God, I did my part. Whether they showed up or not, okay? So, if you're here, thank you for being here. If you're watching the replay, thank you. If you're listening, hey, girl, come on over to futurebblacklifecoaches.com. Make sure you have claimed your spot, RSVP, to be at our complimentary live learning experience with me this Saturday, July 30th, from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, here in our complimentary Christian coaching community. Another lie about life coaching is that, especially with a church or ministry background, a lot of people don't believe that we should charge for our services as a life coach. If you've ever felt that way, stop it. Even church collects money. Y'all have heard the saying in church, the cliche that ministry takes money. Life coaching is ministry. I have prayed with several future Black life coaches this week. I have had tons of conversations over the last few days since our coaching community went from 200 to over 600 in the last 7 days. I have texted with you guys, chatted in the inbox, talked on the phone, met you here on live, and we have been ministered to. You guys have ministered to me. I have ministered to you. Coaching is ministry. The Bible says a man that doesn't work doesn't eat. This is what I do for work. This is what you'll do for work as a future Black woman Christian certified life coach. You're working. You deserve to eat. In order to eat, it takes money. Ministry, money, marketplace, and marketing can all be together in a sentence. Happily married, okay? So it's okay to charge for what you do. The same people who don't think you should charge for what you do are the same people that saying coaching is not a real job. How can it be if you don't want to pay me? Hello? All right. So we're getting closer to the end of our list. If you have questions, you can tag me in the comments below. Replay viewers, same. Tag me. Let's chat. Continue the conversation. If we've started a conversation in the inbox, let's continue chatting. I'm chatting with you guys all the way up to Saturday and after. We're going to talk during our time together with the live learning experience, and then I'm going to chat with you guys afterwards. Many of you guys are going to come train with me, and I love it. I'm excited. We got people from all over, so I cannot wait till you guys come and tell me what city and state you're representing, okay? We talked about this a little bit, but a lot of people think that coaching is accredited or that they can only get certified through paid, approved coaching entities. These are all private companies. They're all for profit, and they're all businesses. There's no such thing as accreditation in the life coaching industry. Excuse me. Complete sentence. Let's move on. This one comes up a lot when you're either scared to move forward, or maybe you have been certified, but again, you don't have the clients you want. You're not charging what you want, so you're not making what you want. So the vision you originally had for yourself to coach full-time or let your coaching income replace your job, it is not where you want it to be. You haven't reached that vision yet because you think that instead of what you know God has called you to do, like for many of you guys, you say, I've been wanting to get into coaching for years. I'm so happy I found you, Dr. AJ Austin. I love your vibe. I love your energy. I love your community. Thank you for creating this resource. But then you are scared to move forward. Because when I say, well, what questions do you have about getting started? Either you ghost me and ignore me, never respond to the messages, or some people are bold and say, oh, I need to go get my website done. I need to go create business cards. I need to set up my social media accounts. I need to do all that first before I launch out. I need to rebrand. I need to pick brand colors. That ain't it. You don't have to do any of that to get your first paid coaching clients. Our coaches leave our training with coaching clients and how to get them to say yes, how to get them to return, how to charge, what to charge, when to charge, how to make sure you get your money, where to get your money. And they leave with experience in coaching and referral sources for how to get more clients. None of that involves, I don't teach you how to design business cards or websites in my training. We have a whole different university for that. And so that shouldn't stop you. So that's just a flat out lie about life coaching. If you're thinking you got to have all this done before you show up. Some people think that certification is not needed. I disagree. Certification is not mandatory because coaching, just like accreditation doesn't exist, we don't have a governing board. That's why accreditation doesn't exist in coaching, because there's nobody over the accreditation process. Accreditation requires a board to come together. You can't let somebody else, one person be like, yeah, we're the official, whatever. You could be the official, but you're not accredited. And because you're not accredited, it's because life coaching is ungoverned. It's an unpoliced, unregulated industry. So, for example, if you go to the doctor and they do something wrong and you get sick, you can sue them for malpractice. Coaching does not have that governing board. The only reason you can sue a doctor is because they're governed. They can lose their license. Counseling can lose their license. They can be taken away. Contractors can lose their license. Your coach certification can never be taken away. So it's definitely more than a piece of paper, but it's not a license and it can never be taken away. And so while certification is not mandatory, it is needed. Like I said, you can't coach without going through a certification process and be for sure that you're doing it right. There is several right ways to coach. I can't say there are not wrong ways to coach, because there are, and people have been sued for it. It's called tort negligence. It's where you overpromise and underdeliver, and you don't want to do that because, again, people have been sued. We talk about that in the training. I love it. It's my favorite part. I've actually chatted with a group of lawyers about how to protect your assets as a coach. We talked to insurance agents about what type of insurance you got to get. And so all of that is in there because it's a lot of misinformation in the coaching industry. And I wanted to talk about those lies about life coaching. So if you have questions, you can go ahead and post them in the comments below. I hope I'm not missing you guys' questions, because sometimes Facebook does not show me comments. I'm scrolling. I don't see any questions, but if you got them, put them there and I come back and see them. For some reason, Facebook won't let me see it live. People, just like with people thinking certification means that clients are going to flock to them, they also think that by getting certified, they're going to automatically make six figures. It took me about 24 months to hit my first six figures, and that was working my business part-time. Like, I work 24 hours a week. That's it. And so when I did show up for work, the work I put in and how I set my company up, it was a part of my original vision. So like we talked about several lives ago, and like I've been talking to some of you guys in your inbox about what is your vision for coaching. I knew in 2013 when I walked in the room to get certified that I want to set my business up what I call semi-passively. So that's where some of the time I show up when I want to, and I don't have to if I don't want to, but either way, I still get paid. So because my company is set up semi-passively, that was my trek to six figures, plus hiring other coaches to teach me how to make money as a coach. So certification will not teach you how to go out and make six figures as a coach. You can if you do it right, but there's no step-by-step model that's going to guarantee you six figures because you get certified. Just like with anything else, just because we got degrees, some of us multiple, don't mean that we was going to come out of college making money the next day. There's still pathways that you have to take and things you have to learn, and you have to go out and seek the opportunities to make the money. Another lie about life coaching is that you have to have your life together, and you don't. But like we talked about yesterday, I firmly believe in healing before you help. So if you want to coach around a specific topic, let's say relationships, but you are newly divorced and you're still crying about it, and you're cussing about it, or you're calling somebody out their name about it, you're not ready to coach around that, sis. So move on. Maybe be a general life coach. Help as you heal. That was the promise I made to God. I'm going to share the documentary that I filmed earlier this year. And I talked about my promise to God was to help others as I helped myself heal my way through life. So I knew coming in, we ain't talking about divorce. We ain't talking about marriage. We ain't talking about parenting. We ain't talking about nothing that I'm not in a position or feel like I'm ready to talk about or qualified to talk about. We're going to talk about stuff that I've overcome, and I can ask you specific questions around. Now, yes, you can help coach someone through something that you've never been through, but it so much helps more if you have experience in that thing, because now you know how to channel the questions, okay? And you're not doing it from a place of bitterness or a place of hurt or anger. Because just like there's a certain thing called church hurt, because hurt people, there's a certain thing called coach hurt, where there are people out here, certified or not, who have, done things to people unethically, hurt their feelings, and now they don't trust coaches. I've even trained some of those hurt coaches that said, you know what, Dr. AJ, I want to come train with you, learn how to coach the right way, because I know how I was treated was wrong. And when I show up for my clients, it's going to be out of integrity, out of love, out of respect. And I want to know for sure, that I'm doing it right and that I have studied this thing to get it right. So that's a great reason to become a coach, because you want to help correct what you've seen done. Another lie about life coaching is that it's like being a mentor, and it's not. So we usually cover this in the training, like the one we're doing on Saturday, July 30th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here in our futureblacklife.coaches.com Facebook group. Make sure you RSVP your spot today, okay? We max out at 100, I'm just saying. But we usually go through this activity that helps you see what a mentor is. So I'll break it down real quick for you. A mentor is someone like my high school guidance counselor. She follows me here on Facebook. She may be in this group. I'm not sure. I think she would have said something by now if she was here. But when I go live on my page, she'll say something, or she watches my stories. And this woman got me through high school. Believe it or not, I had gotten in some trouble. We ain't going to talk about it because I don't want to talk about it. I'm healed, but I don't want to talk about it. So, because she saw my potential, she pulled me to the side, pulled me into her office, and mentored me, helped me fill out college applications, helped me write my essays, really had my back as a Black woman. That was a mentor. She didn't really, coach me through my life goals and whatever. She's like, you going to college. Here are the HBCUs in your area. Go get the application and let's fill them out together. Like, I really didn't have much of a choice with my role. And I'm thankful for that, because I needed her. She needed me. And so I love that God aligned our paths. That is my literal definition of a mentor. Some of us have also been in mentorship programs, maybe after school programs where you learn how, like, life skills, how to cook, how to clean, how to change diapers, different things like that, like a home ec life skills type thing. Those are usually led by mentors, mentorships. I also heard a fellow coach say a mentor is someone that when you finish going through your certain parts of your life, you can, let's say, go get a job interview and give them as a reference and say, tell them so-and-so sent you. So a mentor can help open doors and open windows for you. Now, coaching can have some of that mentorship factored into it. But coaching is more like, let's say you wanted to coach that same troubled teen, and you're like, what are your goals in life? Have you thought about going to college? What would you major in? What type of university would you like to go to? Do you want to stay in state or out of state? Have you thought about funding your education? What are some ways, that you can think of to help fund your education? What is your after school schedule like? How can you line that up to go out and help you get the money, whether it's a job or volunteering? Like, how can you go get the community service? Because, like, that's coaching, questioning around what's going on versus demanding and pointing and being motherly, like we talked about yesterday. So coaching and mentorship can intertwine, but coaching is not being a mentor. And a lot of people think mentoring is free. As an adult, most of the time you're going to pay for mentorship in and out of the church, okay? Coaches can have mentorship programs. Like after you get certified with me, we have a mastermind that's also a mentorship with how to run your business. So I can literally teach you how to build your coaching company and then where to go to find your clients, to get speaking opportunities, to speak on podcasts, to get paid as a speaker, to write your first book, where to go sell that book signings, how to create your first coaching program, where to go rent the space to host that event. I can teach you all of that as a mentor and a coach. However, I don't want you to confuse the two. Coming into coaching and then trying to just be a mentor, it's not the same thing. And then finally, our last two things that coaching is not. This is gonna be number one. I'm gonna leave that for number one. Coaching is not a friendship. There's a book, I think it's called Life Coaching. I'm not sure. It's a little tiny book with an orange cover. I can see it, but I can't remember the title. I read it not too long ago. I took notes on it, and some of that we'll cover in the future in our trainings. But that's a main point that is made by several successful coaches that were interviewed for the book. I reached out to a couple of them and follow them on social media, including the author of the book, who just wanted to get to the bottom of what life coaching is. And he interviewed black, white, male, female, all over the world about what their take on coaching is. And the main commonality is that coaching is not a friendship. So when your clients come to you as a future Black Life Coach, they're not coming to buy a friend. You'll be friendly. It's possible that a friendship will form after you're working together, but you have to know coming into coaching, it's not, hey, let's be besties. The coaches that have trained with me could tell you that, like, I'm very friendly, I'm very approachable, but we also gonna get down to business. Then after you graduate, we can talk about your kids and the hubby and, single life, married life. We can talk about all that if I have time. However, I'm here for your business. I don't need no new friends. The old ones get on my nerves. So you're not getting into a friendship. And that's important to know, because that's a boundary. And that's also how you keep your money coming. Because friends think they can slide stuff by you. You ain't going to charge them. You ain't going to hold them accountable. You ain't going to call them out on certain things. You don't want to mix friendship and coaching. It's not the same thing. If you guys have questions, you can put them in the comments below if you're live here with me. If I miss it, I promise I'll come back and watch the replay. I always do. And I will interact with you, even if it's just a cute little emoji like, ha, 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 like somebody just sent when I said I'm tired of my old friends. So if you got questions, put them now. I'm happy to chat with you guys. Hello, Miss Blessed. I think I see your profile picture here. So the final thing that is a lie about life coaching is that it's easy. It ain't. I know y'all been looking at me tonight. My eyes halfway closed. I done inhaled and exhaled so many times. I'm tired. I am tired, Jesus. But I still got to go get on a treadmill after this. I still got to clean up my kitchen because I thought I was Chef Boyardee, Dr. A.J. Austin tonight. HelloFresh got me thinking I can cook now. I'm just saying. So we still have a life after that. But just like with ministry, coaching really also never stops. You have to put a boundary and office hours and a stop to it when you're tired. And I'm tired. So we're about to get off here. I wanted to jump on and do this live and just address these lies, because a lot of people are not talking about them. So if I had to recap, Jesus, coaching is not easy. Your coaching clients are not your friends. It's not like being a mentor. You don't have to have your life together in order to be a coach. Certification does not mean you're going to make 6 figures. You can make more. No certification is mandatory, but it is needed, in my humble professional opinion. Coaching is not something that you have to put on pause while you get your website, your business cards, and your social media done first. Just saying, you can get clients way before that. Coaching is not accredited, so you don't have to get certified only through certain people, because it's unregulated and ungoverned, so no one can really tell you that you have to take specific trainings from specific people. Coaching can be charged for, should be charged for, because it's ministry. Why not? The pastor get paid. Not that you compare yourself to a pastor. Many of you guys are pastors, reverends, elders, deacons, bishops, first ladies, evangelists. We got all the titles, hundreds of titles. We're going to talk about that on Saturday, July 30th. So make sure you're registered for how to become a professionally trained, skilled, qualified Black woman, Christian certified life coach. That's coming up this weekend. I'm excited. And so because of that, we talk about the marrying of ministry, marketplace, marketing, and money, honey. Y'all want to get paid, right? Send up a emoji if you live here with me and you want to get paid. I'm just saying. You can talk to me in the comments too, replay viewers. So you should charge for coaching. Coaching is saturated, but you're not here to saturate. You're here to dominate. We talked about that. When you get certified, clients will not flock to you. You have to show up on platforms like this. As a matter of fact, you have to take a platform like this and do what I do. Download the video, upload it on YouTube, download the audio, upload it on your podcast, share the video with your email list, chop it up, share it again on your social media. That's showing up. That's domination. That's also giving people ways to discover you so then they can start flocking to you. But just saying, I'm certified. Anybody? No, you're going to have to show up. Where did I leave off? Clients won't just flock to you. You can't, quote unquote, use coaching on your kids. It's not to be used on anyone. But when you get real good, especially in like adult relationships, you can coach friends and coach loved ones in a way that they don't even know they're being coached, and you're not using it as a manipulation tactic. I'll teach y'all how to do that when you come get certified with me. You're not already coaching if you've never been through a certification process. Period. Pooh. Not up for discussion or debate. Feel free to leave the group at any time. I ain't gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna tell you. You can't teach on something you ain't really been through because you're gonna be guessing, and that leads to coach hurt, making stuff up. Okay. So you haven't already been coaching. If you have not been through a certification coach training process, I don't care what you say. Leave it off the comments. Okay. Some people think that coaching is not a real job, like your family and your friends, but they don't know. What do they know? Look at their life. Some people think coaching is like therapy and that it's similar to counseling, and it is not. Tisn't. So that is one of the top lies about life coaching. Did you learn anything new on today? I learned that it took me longer than 30 minutes to do this live. That's what I learned. I was like, ooh, let me go get 30 minutes in, and then I'm going to get on a trip. Girl, y'all pray for me that I do not trip and fall, because I hate working out when I'm tired. But I'm tired. I done ate and got full. It was good, too. I had a flatbread pizza with zucchini and tomato and onion. I told you I'm Chef Boyardee today. Are there any questions, any ahas, any takeaways that anybody want to put, or y'all just want to sit here and watch me till I start doing it? Any questions, any ahas, any takeaways you want to share before we go? Here's my coaching curriculum, my Christian coaching calendar. I got it filled up all the way through October and still ain't done. I should have bought 2. I think this one was a gift, though. They should have sent me 2. Put it like that. Because we got a whole lot more training to go. So hopefully you'll learn something about becoming a professionally trained, skilled Black woman, Christian certified life coach. If you're already certified, the only reason you should still be here is that if you're trying to come get certified with me, okay? Because y'all certified coaches, I can't tell y'all nothing according to y'all. But if you want to learn where to find clients, how much to charge them, how to get them to say yes, how to keep them coming back, how to get them to tell people about you. Because I think that's where most of our coaches come from. Our coaches are bringing in coaches. So meet me here Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hello, Coach Lillian. I missed you. You creeped on in here today. Hello, Latosha. Kenya, I missed you. Hey, girl. Are there any questions, ahas, takeaways, anybody want to share? Facebook probably won't let me see it, so put it anyway. I want to come back and see. Good. All right. I don't know how Facebook is going to do this. Only comment I've seen today is somebody saying hi earlier. If it's more in here, I apologize, y'all. It's Facebook. I don't know what we're going to do about Saturday because y'all going to have to talk to him. I'm going to have to see it. I hear my voice cracking now, so I will leave you with this. Remember, future Black woman, Christian certified life coach, there is someone somewhere. Look at that perm. Look at that slick that. Child, they waiting on you to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs, because it's when you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. And as a future Black woman, Christian certified life coach, when you impact one life, you impact generations. Me and my red tongue from my red cough drop has just impacted your life on today. Y'all ready to impact lives? I'm ready. Make sure you RSVP your spot for Saturday. If we've been talking in the inbox, go back and respond to my message. Don't leave me on red. Imagine I'm your future calling, because I am. I'll see y'all soon. Have a phenomenal rest of your night. God bless. Bye, y'all. Talk to me in the comments. I'll come back and read it. Peace.